How's it going, everyone? The PlayStation Store, as always, running a bunch of sales right now. You guys know the spiel. I've been doing a lot of videos looking at games under the price of $10, and I typically try to keep it in a budget range because I imagine the majority of you ain't trying to spend, north of $20, $25 on, let's be real, older games. But I'm sure some of you guys are in the market to drop a little bit more cash, and the PlayStation Store's extended sale, as well as the games under $20 sale, are both ending on the 28th, so Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Generally speaking, usually that means Sony is going to replace those two sales with two other sales, so I thought I would do one video covering those two sales with games above the price of $10. Again, if you want to pick any of these up, try to be as quick as possible because these sales are ending very, very soon, and they're probably going to be replaced by other sales. That's, again, what typically happens. And I'll try to cover more price ranges because I know I've been focused on the under $10 genre for a while now, and this sale I didn't even cover too much just because of us taking a little bit of a break. But nevertheless, let's get right into it. And let's start things off with Red Dead Redemption 2, which is 59% off for $24.59. Now, I really enjoyed Red Dead Redemption 2. I thought the beginning was a little bit slow, but it kind of set the table for everything else that happened in the game. The single player is fantastic. Obviously, the online component is memes. I should note that the game is available on PlayStation Now right now, so if you do want to play it that way, I believe it's going to be available on PS Now until early November, so you can play it that way. Alternatively, buying the game for $24.59 I think is a really good pickup. The only issue is, Rockstar, please, can you just upgrade this game on PlayStation 5? It'd be so great if it was 60 frames per second, better visuals on PS5, and I imagine at some point they're going to do that, but it's been a year since the PS5 has been out. This game is so good on PC at 60 FPS and higher visuals. Get that on PS5, let's get a better version of this. Still, the game itself is really good, and if you're playing on PS4, you're not going to notice anything. It runs fine enough, but I would like it to run a little bit better on PS5. That's just my 2 cents on that. Next up, we have Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition, which is 25% off for $29.99. Now, this is PS5 only. Devil May Cry 5 is an excellent game. Yes, this game initially came out in early 2019, and maybe $29.99 is a little bit pricey for it. Bear in mind that this is the upgraded Special Edition version with some additional content. If you have already played Devil May Cry 5, I wouldn't double dip on the game. I don't think it's worth it. However, if you've never played DMC 5, it is a great game, excellent music. Devil Trigger is a song that I typically listen to, have it on my phone. It's a great song. The soundtrack in general is pretty good. The story is alright, but the action gameplay is what you're getting into Devil May Cry 5 for, and it is absolutely slick, and it's really, really well done. I honestly was not expecting big things out of Devil May Cry 5 just because DMC had been off for so long. I was like, I don't know about DMC coming back, and then Capcom blew me away with DMC 5. Just an excellent action game. $30 is pricey, but I still think it's well worth it. Next up, a PS4 and PS5 title, No Man's Sky, so it's upgraded on PS5. Couple things to note about this game. If you want a game with longevity and a game that's going to be consistently updated, this is the game for you. Hello Games has done a tremendous job with it. Yes, when it came out in August of 2016, it was $60. It was nowhere near as good as it is now. Is the game perfect now? No, but in mid-2016, it was an abomination, and now it's a pretty darn good game that's consistently getting better. If you have a VR headset, even better, because the VR component to this game is really well done. The only issue with that is, like, if you have a PS5, you get to pick one or the other. Do you want the PS5 upgrades or do you want VR, which is a little bit of a bummer? Hopefully when VR 2 drops and, games are coming for the PS5 exclusively on VR 2, we'll get that situated. But $29.99, given the longevity, given the amount of hours of content you're going to get out of it, I think No Man's Sky is a pretty good pickup at this point. Next up, a couple of Yakuza bundles. Yakuza Origins Digital Bundle, as well as the Yakuza Remastered Collection. Now, if you're getting into the Yakuza franchise, the Origins Digital Bundle is a really good pickup. This includes Yakuza 0, Yakuza Kiwami, and Yakuza Kiwami 2. Kiwami 1 and 2, those are remakes of the first and second Yakuza titles, and Yakuza 0 is a prequel. So, perfect order. You play Yakuza 0, go into Yakuza 1, Yakuza 2. They are all great games with a lot of content, a lot of side activities. If you want to take your time, you'll be busy for a very long time with the Yakuza Origins bundle. On the other hand, if you've already played those 3 titles, you can jump into the Yakuza Remastered Collection. That includes Yakuza 3, 4, and 5. And then you can parlay that into Yakuza 6 as well, which is the conclusion of this story arc, and then you can go into Yakuza 7 as well, which is a pretty good game in its own right, like a Dragon, which is a turn-based RPG. Then you got Judgment, then you got Lost Judgment. There's a lot that Ryuga Gotoku Studio is working on, but Yakuza is always going to be a classic to me, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it as well. Just do bear in mind English subtitles in these games, no English voiceover, so that might turn some people off, but it works pretty well, I think. I'm fine with subtitles, so yeah, there's my 2 cents on that. Next up, we have Star Ocean Till the End of Time, 50% off for $10.49. I thought I would throw in something a little bit under the radar. Star Ocean Till the End of Time is Star Ocean 3. It was released on PlayStation 2, and this is a gigantic JRPG in terms of content. You are going to spend hours upon hours upon hours upon hours in this game, you know, north of 80 hours at times, but it's a very good JRPG. It obviously shows its age. It's a 2003, 2004 game, so yeah, it's a PS2 game, so you got to keep your expectations in line, but if you want to play a classic JRPG, this is a pretty good one, and it was received really well when it came out. I think some people liked Star Ocean 1 and 2 better. Not really that into the Star Ocean community like that. Like, I played all the games and I like them. Definitely thought Star Ocean 3 was better than Star Ocean 4, and I like Star Ocean 4, but Star Ocean Till the End of Time, $10.49 from a content standpoint, pretty good. Now, if you want a masterclass of a JRPG, of course, there's Persona 5. Persona 5 Royale Deluxe Edition is $21 if you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber. Excellent JRPG here. Persona 5 to many people is considered to be the best JRPG of all time. I probably wouldn't go that far, but darn, it's in the absolute elite tier of JRPGs. A lot of content, a lot of variety in the content. The character interactions are great. The depth to the content and the variety to it, it is like a game you can spend north of 150 hours on, but it feels fresh the whole way through, and that's sometimes the issue with a lot of these lengthier JRPGs. It gets a little bit mundane, a little bit redundant by the end. Persona 5 always keeps it a little bit fresh and keeps it engaged. I'm not saying you're going to be able to have 12-hour gaming sessions on this every day. Yeah, you're going to have to take your breaks, but it does as good of a job as you can for a, you know, gargantuan JRPG like this to keep it fresh at all times, and I think that's one of the most underrated aspects of the game. Obviously, I can tell you, the music's great, the story is great, the battle system's pretty good for what it is, and $21 for it, I think, is a great pickup. Next up, Mass Effect Legendary Edition. We're just talking about RPGs for a little bit here. Mass Effect Legendary Edition is 42% off for $34.79. Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, you guys know the deal here. If you never played Mass Effect, jump into it. If you want to revisit Mass Effect, there's a great way to do so. Mass Effect 1 still shows its age. It's definitely better than the initial 2007 version, because I played that 2007 version probably 2-3 years ago, and yeah, that version, I still enjoyed it, but I can understand if you jump into that OG version of the game, you're not going to be able to get into it. However, the Legendary Edition, while it brings it up a little bit, it still does show its age. Mass Effect 2, in my opinion, still an elite action RPG. Mechanically, that game as a shooter is really well done, and obviously the story, the content, at an incredibly high level. Mass Effect 3, very good as well. We can talk for hours about the ending, but I'm not going to get into that spiel. $34.79 for all the 3 games upgraded on PS4, PS5. Pretty good there. Another collection here, Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm Legacy. It is 75% off for $17.49. I often recommend this collection. Maybe it's because I'm a Naruto shill, and that makes me enjoy these games a little bit more, but they are really well-made games. Naruto Storm 1 has a lot to be desired from a single-player standpoint. Wasn't great, it's okay, and you should still play it. It does... you should just go and play it, since that takes you from Naruto until the end of the pre-Shippuden arc. Then Naruto Storm 2 and Storm 3, excellent games. Storm 2, awesome single-player campaign. That'll take you from Episode 1 until the end of the Pain arc, and there's some secret stuff in Storm 2 as well. And then Storm 3, a little bit wacky what happens at the end of that game, but then you have Storm 4 as well. And Storm 4 takes some of the moments in Naruto and just makes them even more extreme, and it's great. If you never watched Naruto, I don't know how much you're going to enjoy it. They're fun fighting games, they're fun arena fighters, and you can definitely have a lot of fun with it. Like, I'll invite friends over that aren't fans of Naruto, and they can sit down and they can play the games and enjoy it. I mean, you can get a sense of the story from the single-player component. It's just Storm 1. You're not going to get that initial, you know, element of what Naruto is for the first 130 or so episodes. Storm 2 does a really good job encapsulating that portion of the story, and then Storm 3 and Storm 4, yeah. I can talk forever. If you're a Naruto fan, this is a great collection to get. You'll get a bunch of trophies as well if you're into that, so yeah, $17.49, good pickup. This has been cheaper. I believe it's been down to $13.99, so just bear that in mind. Next up, Assassin's Creed the Ezio collection. A lot of collections here, but that's kind of the idea of the extended play sale. And if you want more trophies here, Assassin's Creed the Ezio collection is going to offer you that. Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations. Loved me some AC2, loved me some AC Brotherhood. AC Brotherhood has a very underrated main theme song. Let me just throw that out there. Assassin's Creed Revelations, I like the game. Got a little bit redundant by the end. I know throwing in Altair adds a little bit of freshness, but I remember when that game was coming out and I was like, yo, Ubisoft, I like Ezio, but like, come on now. Revelations was still a pretty good game, and AC2 and Brotherhood are still excellent games, and obviously Ezio is seen by many as the best character in the Assassin's Creed franchise. Said it before, I'm a little bit partial to Edward Kenway, but Ezio's definitely number 2 to me. Great character, 12 bucks for all 3 games is an excellent deal. Lastly, another collection here, a lot of collections. The Wolfenstein Alternate History Collection, 60% off for $24. This gets you everything. This gets you Wolfenstein the New Order, Wolfenstein the Old Blood, Wolfenstein 2 the New Colossus, and yes, you'll even get the co-op Wolfenstein Youngblood, the co-op title. Oh, actually, you are missing the VR game now that I think about it, but yeah, you do miss that. I believe it's Cyberpilot, yeah. So it doesn't have that, but you get all the main games, non-VR titles. Wolfenstein New Order, Wolfenstein 2 New Colossus, and Old Blood are all very good. Old Blood is obviously a smaller game. New Order and New Colossus are very good. Youngblood, not very good, but you kind of just get it in the bundle, and still the value from the aforementioned other 3 games is still so good that I would say that this is a good pickup for $24. If you want fun first-person shooters that, you know, get a little bit wacky at times, get a little bit off the wall, but 24 bucks for all those titles, I think, is pretty good. But that's gonna do it for me. Again, this sale is ending within the next day or 2. Again, you have less than 2 days as of the recording of this video to pick up these games, so try to be quick with it. Should get to these sales a little bit faster. Again, we took that break, so that kind of messed up our schedule. We'll try to cover these more expensive deals for those of you that are interested in them, because from a value standpoint, we're talking about, you know, a lot of collections here. The Mass Effect Legendary Edition, that's pretty good. Naruto Legacy Collection, that's pretty good. Red Dead 2, I mean, that's always a good pickup at $24.59, but that's going to do it for me. Links to everything, as always, in the description box below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.